right off of the Journey. Of course, this ain't the Journey T-shirt that was $45. It's just an old one I got.
I was gonna say, did you buy one?
This was the old one I got at Goodwill, but I told everybody I wore it last night, so everybody thought that I spent $45.
Okay.
That's the way you do it. And Abigail wanted one, but I said, honey, just let me look on Let me go to Goodwill this week.
Yeah.
So you just can't look on the back when the date says like 2009.
Yeah.
Well, it's throwback. It's a throwback rock and roll jersey. It's the NFL. It's throwback. It's a throwback concert jersey. But we're very clean in here, boy.
I was waiting for you to say something about it.
Brother, I'm used to.
It doesn't. The frame is still the same.
Okay,
it still looks the same here, but everywhere else around it's super clean.
Dang, man, it's very upscale-ish. You hear me? It's very. They're moving us out and moving like some like jewelry show in here to sell jewelry.
Jewelry show. Yeah, that's the definition of
to sell jewelry. If jewelry show comes in, it's big time. That's what I'm saying. But it used to be baseball cards, now it's jewelry. Okay? But brother got a job in TNA, true story, from selling baseball cards. Remember him? Yeah. I remember I think Jeff Jarrett said, all I know is I come in late night, and I don't know who the guy was, but all I know is I wanted to buy baseball cards. And that's how that guy got a job. He got the ring rust off and got a job. Okay. I gotta save all this good material, Bullet.
Yeah, you gotta save it all for
you. Good material.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dad, you don't work, you wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is, George. How was your weekend?
Bullet, please, fans, fix say wrestling fans, like old corny, like them stupid wrestlers do. Anyway, fans, do not adjust your television set. We are here at Dad, you don't work, you studio. About forgot where we was at. The cleaned up edition. We figure after 200 episodes of collections, Bullet, things are looking good around here.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm just used to that. I didn't know if it was a body. We used to have canvases.
We used to step over stuff to get in there. And then don't get me everything in this frame looks all the same. But everything around us.
Everything used to be like right here. And we could just reach. And now you got to go down where you got to dig.
I had to put a table in just for this.
I love the table. Now we're going to get some. I'll hook some.
Very Regis and Kathy
Leas.
We're like sitting up here and like the table's like below our knees.
Oh, we got to get some fake coffee cups.
We've already got a Gilman. We've already got a Gilman on camera.
I love that. We got a Gilman. And who's James Ray? He's going to be like the stand-in guy, just waiting on Kathy Lee or Regis to kick over so he can take our spot. That's the guy right there. But we need two. I'm gonna find one. We're gonna get a coffee cup, but with two handles.
Okay.
One cup, but with two handles. Okay. I think that'd be good. But anyway,
I didn't realize that was a Regis and Kathy Lee thing.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. It's very much.
Okay.
But that's very Kathy and Regis right here. Anyway.
Low table, high
Bullet. I am so excited. I know our fans can tell. They can probably see it in the screen. It's probably it's cleaner in here. But Bullet, coming off last night, okay, Journey, Greensboro Coliseum, me and one of my twins, Abigail, who I took Scarlett last year, I think, unless they did the Killer Bee switch on me, and then I probably took Scarlett twice. I'm in real trouble. I just thought about that. Maybe Scarlett got to go see Journey twice, and poor Abigail ain't got to go yet. But
just proving once again the struggles of raising twins.
Oh, boy.
You can only do things one at a time. You can only afford to do one at a time.
Getting knocked out by Scott Steiner was the easy part. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Getting knocked out with Scott Steiner, Sid Vicious, laying there while James Drake goes to the top, having to move out of the way. And anyway, I just want to see him hit the moonsault one time. That's a whole other story. Him and Sweet Dreams. Got the world's record, Guinness Book of World Record for missing moonsault. But, Bullet, Journey, unbelievable. I know people are going to say, yeah, George, that's because you like Journey. No, it's because it was good. Seriously. But believe it or not, it's going to make me maybe want to take my jacket off a little bit faster. Okay? I learned something last night at Greensboro. Giving back to the fans that pay their money is actually okay. I'm just now realizing that.
So we don't have to be like the crusty old timer, like,
oh no,
we gotta save a little bit.
Exactly. No more saying I ain't gotta go off my feet.
You can do the moonsault and hit it too.
Oh yes, you can. Yes, you can actually land on the guy. Yeah. Journey, unbelievable. I want to thank them. I know somewhere in cosmic space, as the Ultimate Warrior would say, the moon's going to line up with the sun, and Journey will see this broadcast somewhere, Bullet, somewhere in time, okay? Space and time. I won't start crying. I won't start singing. But anyway, they will see this episode that I dedicate to them. Unbelievable bonding time with me and my twin. Bullet, we got there real early. Abigail didn't like leaving so early, but that was kind of the wrestler's envy because you worry about traffic and stuff like that. I was thinking it was going to be Slaughter and Canodal, you know, sold out. You couldn't get into the building, but those times are gone.
Every time that I haven't left early from a concert, always regretted it.
Oh, boy.
Always.
Unbelievable. And then, I didn't say nothing, but we kind of got in pretty good before it got nuts because they did have 2 graduations going on both ends of the building. But Abigail she didn't want to put Dad over too much, but she kind of said, in like third match, Babyface's ego, she just said, good, Dad, I'm glad we left. I'm glad we left early. So, anyway, and that, I knew I was over with her, okay? But in the middle of Chili's, it's a true story. We weren't even discussing wrestling. Everybody knows that's I don't even want to talk about wrestling at the wrestling matches, much less at Journey concert. So, we had the pre-meal dinner before we go into the concert, and I'm just making her eat everything, just trying to get her belly full so she won't be hungry later. I figure Chili's is a little high, but it's not as high as a concert. So it's very WWF buffet-ish before we go into the SmackDown. But anyway, long story short, right out of the blue, as she's on probably her 5th roll that I'm feeding her, she said, you know what really aggravates me, Dad, is wrestlers that wear tennis shoes. And Bullet, I didn't know if she was like, I had to look down. I want to make sure that I wasn't like dressing my wrestling gear and had tennis shoes on. I don't know where that come from her, but it kind of blessed my heart in a way, Bullet. It really did.
It was like she got possessed by like a crusty old timer for
yes.
a second. All of a sudden she's gonna start like going. I hate wrestles that slap their legs and just I hate it when guys lay on the top rope. You know, like she's just gonna like snap into things that you don't like, like Linda Blair.
Oh, that's very Linda Blair.
Crusty old timer exorcist.
Oh yeah, and it's like I'm kind of like happy but startled because we're not even discussing wrestling, and then she like goes back to texting. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was the spirit of the old grouchy old timer in her that hasn't been out in a while, but it came out, but then went right back in real quick. You know, I guess they figure if they stayed out, they're gonna start charging for an appearance. Okay, so the crusty old timer ghost went back in her real quick because then she just went back to texting and asking, and then we just like, Dad, can I get another glass of tea? I mean, so anyway, it was just. The spirit of that was inside of her. Well,
the Holy Ghost came
it came out. Brother, listen, and I'm telling you right now, I was just very proud, very shocked, but maybe she has been listening. I don't know. But anyway, so then, of course, we get there early. We're going into the concert, Bullet, just the feel of it. You know, as a wrestler, sometimes a promoter, you go in, you try to look for the house, the gates, the seats. There was really no seats blocked off, which I was a little worried because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I think they got like Flair and Dusty here. I'm not sure.
More seats they block off, unless like they're going to come back.
That's exactly right. So I'm thinking, man, even for my journey, this may be kind of hard. Of course, Asia came out, warmed up. I swear they had that one heat of the night.
The band, not the China rip-off that WCW had.
Oh, exactly.
Footnote for those who are not aware of 80s music.
And I got to hand it to Asia too. They got a couple. They got a couple little, claps.
In the heat of the moment,
in the heat of the moment. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a fan of Asia a little bit, but here's what was kind of cool, boy. They came out, no fancy instruments, nothing like that. Just 4 people, and I didn't really get into them till they came to that song you just said. But and then that put me back in that '76 Trans Am with Debbie Bryant, who broke my heart, and still. But I wish she could see me now. You know what I'm saying? Debbie Bryant, if you could see me now.
You would have found out that you made the best decision possible.
If you could see me now, she'd go high five. She's high fiving her husband.
Listen, I guarantee every ex-girlfriend thinks that right now. Any ex-girlfriend that sees this right now is like, yes, I made the right decision.
Debbie Bryant is high fiving her. She's stepping over all the kids, going over on the couch. Her husband's laying there, without shirt on, ain't got a job, anything like that. Potato chips in his chest hair, and she's high-fiving him.
Oh, this is Melissa Goodman's favorite program. She's like, oh, this is a far better idea.
Boy, so, anything. I know we got to get on to the wrestling segment of this show. I just want to personally thank Journey because they lived up to you know, I'm not one. I'm not going to get into a debate of Steve Perry and him. They did put Steve Perry over a little bit, but my favorite song that I've dedicated to you many, many times, and I didn't know the history of it, is you know, our Highway Run and Faithfully and all that. Well, the guy that had wrote it, still with the band, the piano player, actually shared why he came up with that song. He said 1982 was their longest tour ever, and very wrestlerish. He said a lot of us in the band lost our families on that tour just because it was hard. I'm thinking, that's very wrestlerish right there. But he just
I know
said,
a few wrestlers that are trying to lose their families.
So he said, I wrote a song that just kind of sums up what it's like being there on the road. And then he did that very Cactus Jackus, one word, you know, big pop thing where he just said,
bang bang.
Oh yeah, well, he said, but I want to dedicate this not only to, you know, Charlotte, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, but I also dedicate it to the servicemen. And then of course the roof come off the place. You see what I'm saying? He's very, very baby faced just right there. So I just want to thank them. So anyway, a lot going on, Bullet. A great time, great time, Bullet. My favorite part of it is, Bullet, listen, I go into the restroom, you know, before the concert, which a lot of people do, getting ready to use the bathroom. I look up, Bullet, and right beside me, I just think, yeah, and I know some people have called this like actually stealing, and I don't see it that way. There's actually like a Journey poster, Bullet, right here as I got ready to relieve myself. There is a Journey concert from that night, Bullet, okay? Now listen, people's all around me, so I don't classify it as stealing. Okay?
People saw you do it.
Allegedly, that poster's missing. All I know.
I like how you've picked up on the word allegedly.
I love that word.
Started doing this program.
I have no idea what it means, but I use it everywhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, it may get you out of everything. But I wish I'd have had it 10 years ago when I went to like divorce court. That's a whole nother story. Allegedly, I was in love with her. Okay, that would have got me. That would have saved me. I'm just telling you. But anyway, so the concert I had, the poster is with me, Bullet.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, it is. All I know is I walked in with all Abigail said was, Dad, you walked in empty-handed, you come out with a poster. I don't know how that happened.
Allegedly.
So, allegedly. So, anyway, just a great night. Just a great night. So, anyway, I know we got to talk a little bit about wrestling. Bullet, this Friday night, Under the Lights, Hickory, North Carolina. Bullet, Jake Manning, Mr. Number 1, George South, 72. And not like, you know, Rocky and Apollo Creed 4. It's like about 84. It's about 72 times.
It's been a lot of times.
Folks, listen, you want to be at this event. It's free, of course. Details on my website. Got the poster up. It will be up on Facebook. You want to be here because this is actually probably the first time Bullet, Jake Manning, and Mr. Number 1, George South have been booked against each other that it was actually really going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
So,
but it's still 4 days away, so something may happen. But right now, we're booked together. So I hope everybody comes out this Friday night. And, Bullet, I know you had a crazy week, northeast?
Northeast?
Northeast.
Northeast, northwest.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Still undefeated. That's the most important part.
Still defeated, actually.
Still defeated. Still. The other guy's undefeated.
Yeah. Everybody else is undefeated.
Yeah, everybody faces you is undefeated.
I've been defeated. The defeated streak continues.
And Bullet, real quick, got to make a quick note on this. I had a friend of mine who went to see, and maybe you can put a little light on this because it's all comedy related. It's Comedy Zone. Val Kilmer, who I relate to Batman, he was in town this week.
I think he's performing tonight, so this will be yesterday when this comes out. But yeah, he's performing Tuesday night
at the Comedy Zone.
I didn't put them together. As Mark Twain. He's got this one-man show where he plays Mark Twain.
And a comedy, I mean, is it comedy Mark Twain? Or
well,
is it like...
Mark Twain was one of the first like stand-up comedians.
Oh, I never knew that.
Humorist, satirist.
Educational program here, Jack.
And basically, that's kind of why he's going around to comedy clubs and he's playing Mark Twain. I don't know if like he's basically taking Mark Twain's words and then playing the character, or he's done some writing, or I don't know quite what the premise of it, but he's basically playing Mark Twain, who was one of the first like humorous stand-up comedians. Now, like before they knew what a stand-up comedian was.
Yeah.
Like it'd be another like decades before the definition of a stand-up comedian existed. But if you want to go back to even who he was, because people paid to hear him talk, and he was funny.
Right.
So therefore, by essence, he was one of the first stand-up comedians. And that's one of the things too. Like writers, they were newspaper guys. They had their own personalities. They conveyed the news. Much in the same way that Jon Stewart did with us for so long. It basically like instead of the medium of television, basically Mark Twain had the medium of newspapers and writing and his books and stuff like that. So people wanted to see him speak live and be that funny and that entertaining, much like he is in his writings. So then they would pay money to see him do that.
So you go with this event with the even before you get wasted. With the opportunity to laugh. I mean, they will be serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
don't see Val Kilmer. I mean, he was Batman to me, for heaven's sake.
Well, if you get really drunk and all of a sudden, hey, it's Batman, and all of a sudden he's Mark Twain, you've drank too much.
Oh, yes.
Like,
exactly. But, dang, Bullet, when I first heard that, I thought, stop already. Go back. Do we really need another actor standing up? We got wrestlers doing it. I mean, do we need another actor standing up, coming into the comedian market? I didn't think, you know what I'm saying?
You sound like a crusty old road comic as opposed to a crusty old road wrestler.
Police Academy. You got to give Police Academy a chance before you bring in Val Kilmer. That's my whole statement to America comedians. Is
you have just
one more time. They remade Jaws 400 times. They remake everything. I know they did a couple Police Academies, but not with the original crew. They're all still alive. I've checked on it. Give Police Academy. Brother, there's another bathroom over there. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay. But anyway, we're always here to help the community. Okay?
Okay.
Brother was like doing this. Brother had to pee.
Yeah, Morrissey had to go.
Yeah.
Morrissey had to go.
Excuse me, fans, for that brief interruption. We're here to help the community, especially when you got to go use the bathroom. But anyway, so I'm just happy that Val Kilmer is doing this. That was the first thing I thought is, Lord, please, let's just give
actors stop taking comedians' jobs.
Oh my gosh!
So now you could
brother,
book someone like a
and
Dave
honestly,
Stone or
I
somebody
did tell
else.
this, and I meant this in a loving way, because Val Kilmer was always one of my favorites. But now he looked cool. He looked tough as heck as Batman. But he went through a rough period. We all do in our life. But he went through a rough period where brother put on a little bit of weight. Brother's hair. He doesn't look rough, but he is back in shape. Bullet. He is looking good. That's the first thing I asked my friend that was going to see him.
I was putting a wig on and putting makeup on, cover his face. So.
Yeah, first thing if you play Batman, do you have to do anything else? That's my question that I will leave here today. If you play Batman one time and make it to DVD, do you really have to do anything else? Now, but I take that back. Maybe this is by his choice. Maybe I don't know his financial situation. But I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway, those two did not go together. But what the heck am I? Well, you see what I'm saying? Just because we can do everything doesn't mean that Val Kilmer can. But I just know that you got Bob Way, go away.
Goldthwait?
Yeah, my good buddy. I just know he's out there looking for work. Okay, not looking for work, but he's available. Okay, he was in Police Academy. The guy that had the very Clint Eastwood-ish guy I liked in Police Academy had all the guns.
He could take that night.
He could take the tough-looking girl in there, the blonde that would beat you up, and the tall guy, our guy that could do all the voices. Now, see, he's getting a little bit of work.
Michael Winslow.
Yeah, I like him a lot. So
he could take that night.
Oh yeah, and
Steven Gutenberg could take that night.
Exactly. And see, all those guys are waiting out there. So anyway, that's just my question. But I guess, what do I know? I need to stay. I haven't mastered the wrestling part yet, much less the comedian part. So I probably need to just stay out of it. Will probably be the best thing. Okay. But anything else, real quick, Bullet.
No,
okay.
I think you nailed it.
Lord, what is it? It's like 4 shows.
I know. We've given them way too much.
Bullet, just to answer a couple. I did get a couple emails wanting to know. And I don't know, and you may not know that I've just forwarded to Cody and our buddies up in West Virginia Championship Wrestling. They did ask would that episode, I think it was some of the fans that was there that night, wanted to know if that episode will be showed. I know.
Sure, if they give me a copy of it.
Oh, exactly.
Give me a copy of it.
Yeah, I know. So I said, please, we got enough to worry about getting this on here. Much less, the lost Dad, you don't work your wrestle tapes. Right? It's just the lost tape. Boy, I like that. Okay. And we'll reveal it in about 20 years. Okay? So anyway, anything else real quick, boy? Folks, listen to me. If you want to read more about Val Kilmer and what he's doing, you check somewhere else. But if you want to know what I'm doing,
so check out the second greatest book of all time, the idiot-free episode of Daddy Don't Work You Wrestle. Sorry, I was plugging my other podcast. We've been here so long, I was just going online.
It's like Tuesday again.
It's Tuesday again.
Sit here.
But if you want to know more about this weekend, especially since me and George will be wrestling each other and see how that happen, see if I am still defeated against Georgia South,
Oh,
you can
brother.
log on to Twitter and follow me at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Good show. Bullet, thank you. Now I don't know where to. Oh, I got to put stuff down like proper. Now we can't just pitch it.
You know what?
Oh,
you know what?
Bullet, how can I? Oh,
That's why I said idiot freak. You forgot
thank
idiot.
you, Bullet. I'll put. Oh, how can we?
This is why Journey can only come
Oh,
once a
see,
year.
I-
You get too
thank you.
excited.
I'm too excited.
You're like a kid,
Oh.
like after Christmas.
Oh, dang.
You can't. You're not reliable on what you
Bullet.
say right now.
Gosh, people gonna be hot. I'm just saying.